Alrighty, welcome everyone. I believe that we are streaming. We will find out momentarily. Give me one moment to check on all that stuff while we get started. So if you're already here, well, hello, welcome. And yeah, just bear with me while I go ahead and get these links posted everywhere that they're supposed to be. It does appear that we are streaming, so that's good. Just gotta post that to Discord in a few places, and then we will hop into this game. That is place number 1. And let's see, where's the other one? Stream and watch. This is what he wants. That's the second one. Sweet. Okie doke. Should be done with that. That's not what I want. That's what I want. Okay, beautiful. Think we're all set. Think we're streaming successfully. If you are out there and can hear me, let me know. Yeah, TBD. We'll find out. First one I've done since I got back from Gen Con, so back home and all that. Yep, and today's game is the OHS first round of the playoffs, so it's a partial quarterfinal thing. So yeah, technically it's a quarterfinal game with the winner going into technically it's an octofinal game with the winner going to quarterfinals. All the other quarterfinal games have already been posted. Veggie and me got the luckiness of getting to play each other here in this partial round of 16. Yeah, so our armies are the same as they've been this whole stream. Ordo for me, Ordo Borealis, Concan, and Phantom Knights as the second wave. Tanner has the class of Gen Con, as I'm now going to refer to it, in terms of Maladrix and Festering Honor Guard with that opening wave. Yeah, we'll see. My plan is to play my army backwards of how I've been playing it before. So far, every game I've opened with Skahen, but I think I need to get Ordo onto height in order to kill Maladrix in this game. So yeah, my plan is just to do a straight Ordo opening, to be honest. Well, Concan Ordo. So we're gonna move Concan with Order Marker 1 up, and then get Ordo around that triangle height, that 3-hex triangle height after him. Pretty much the plan. Some risk of Maladrix just murderizing everybody there, but we'll see. And then if Ordo can beat Maladrix, then sweet, Ordo hold the position. And if Maladrix beats Ordo, I think we just lose the game anyways. So we've got to take some risks with that one. Yeah, looks like Tanner's here. So let me get that set up. Cool. Looks like we'll get Veggie on shortly. So yeah, we'll see. Would like to lose initiative, obviously, but whatever. It is what it is. Either way, we'd ideally like to kill Maladrix before the Festering Honor Guard. We really, really, really don't want Concan to get infested. That would be bad. Concan getting infested would be really bad, because he's just gonna roll for that the whole damn game. So that would be a problem. A part of my thought process of leading Ordo here instead of Skahen is I don't really want Skahen to trade for 2 Festering Honor Guard in the opening, right? Then I'm on low ground and Maladrix gets to infest Concan no matter what. Actually, I should double check and make sure Maladrix can't infest squad figures. Unique hero. Good. That's always concerning. Never worried about the multi-life squad figures. Still new enough to me that I gotta check all the cards each time to see what the ramifications of that are. But, yep, easy game. in terms of like what I do checking that again, starting tuning in. So I tend to just bring up a .org builder and then like throw all the units in the game, so sort of into that, so that I can check them, all whenever I want. So like, I was checking Mal there.
Hello.
Hey Tanner.
Hey, how are you doing?
Oh, pretty good. Yourself?
Pretty well.
I played enough games with Maladrix last weekend. Why not do one more?
Yeah, I can imagine that she was a popular choice at Gen Con.
Just a tad.
Yeah. I mean, it was actually, I don't know, I thought it was an interesting meta game, honestly, the resulting, like, I feel like, I don't know, what was your experience with the actual games? Were the games interesting and fun? Because I feel like they probably would have been, I don't know, because it's like a pseudo-uniques only, even though there wasn't really a, requirement. Like, the Tanuki Tricksters did exist, and they were in the winning army, but, I just like it was like a fun meta game, I don't know, in terms of the actual gameplay.
Yeah, the gameplay itself was pretty dynamic in that sense. I would agree. Maladrix v Maladrix infesting each other is less dynamic, where you're just
That's true.
like I won one game because on round 1, order marker 3, I engaged Mal v Mal, hit the plague, hit the chest burst, killed his Mal without the chance of a retaliation, and that was just like the entire game.
Yeah.
And there's like no way to play around. If you win initiative, there's not really a way to play around that too much either. So it's a little.
Well, sure. I mean that particular.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just the fact that the infestation is like 17 or higher, and it's relatively unlikely. I mean, I think in literally all of my games this tournament with this army, I don't think I've ever hit a Maladrix infestation. Honestly, I ran Maladrix in the Bring 2 format at ScapeCon, and I didn't hit an infestation. I haven't had one this tournament here. I don't know. I feel like it's pretty reasonable that like it doesn't happen.
I mean, this is a good format for it though. Like if you get one on Concan or something, he's gonna have a lot of rolls for it. If he survives the first half of the game, he might just die anyways. But like, yeah. Like if in the world where like only Concan survives for me, like that's gonna be a lot of rolls for it. So
yeah,
we'll see. She is a scary stat ball though. 4/5 double.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff.
It does a lot of attacks, and just 5 defense, pretty good. 6 life, 5 defense, very good. But...
Fitting Maladrix was fun. Fitting Scavareth was more painful than I was expecting it to be too. But...
yeah, I've never used the physics. I mean, I don't think the Scavareth mini had come out by the time that ScapeCon was happening. Is it hard to place him?
His base is just really wide. Yeah, it was
What does that mean by his base is really wide? Like, I mean, wouldn't that just be? Isn't he just this traditional double-based figure, or is his base bigger than that?
He is, but like the back part of him like overhangs his base on one side in a really annoying way.
Okay.
Like he just kind of overlaps the base off to one side a little bit. I didn't.
There's like certain very flat areas that he can't fit around, like on certain sides, or what does that like?
I think so. William, Q23 did more testing with it. I didn't actually play with Scavareth in any games. I only played against him a couple. Well, I played against him a couple times, but there were definitely some spots that Q23 said that he did not fit, that he was expecting him to be able to fit on.
Yeah, I think I saw some picture of just like he had, like single hex raised terrain around him, and he couldn't fit him in a spot, which seems crazy that if he like can't fit, like his Maladrix, I mean, it is. I mean, I think a lot of times she can't fit if she has like 2 hex terrain on either side of her. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Yeah, two's too much. 1.5 was like sometimes fitting.
She just has a 1. Yeah.
But one's always good though.
Yeah. I mean, this board is the last board for Maladrix was so rough with the castle pillars all over, but this one is a lot.
Yeah, those are not a kind terrain.
Okay, I think I'm all good on my placement here. Yeah.
Cool. Good with that. And then for the finals game of Maine at Gen Con or whatever, they had like, I swear they spent like 20 minutes checking Maladrix placements, because the the bushes weren't like.
Did they each have Mal?
Yeah,
Or
they
no, it
did.
was only the one Mal.
They each had Mal, but like the
Oh,
bushes.
I thought one of them was the like I thought he had Scabareth, like Scabareth and Lich.
Not in finals. That was in the Scavs both lost in semis.
Okay.
Finals was
the other
Mal,
match as well?
Mal Tanuki versus Mal Q11.
Oh yeah, it was the Mal Q11 with the Revenant acolytes.
Yes, yeah, that one.
Yeah, interesting. Does he like kill his own acolytes? Like that's actually how you do it? Like you kill your own guys? It just seems so impractical.
He did. Yeah, he opened with like one order marker on Q11 and used Q11 to kill some acolytes, and then
as you're walking out.
yeah, so Q11 development on order marker 1, and then 2-3 on Mal.
Okay, I see it. It just it feels like it's so cumbersome to kill your. But yeah, I mean Q11 is a good way to kill your own guys. That's like one of the few ways you can actually use Q11's varying ranges to kill your own guys in various positions. Nice. That's a cool build. Okay, let me get my order markers.
Yeah, I do not like my army. I have not enjoyed playing Ordo once this event.
Oh yeah, they're the most exciting figure to play.
Yeah. They're yeah. I probably won't be doing this to myself again.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, I think it's cool how they were. I think I played them. I had one game in the Monster Mash, but as soon as I played them, I was like, I wanted my teammate to play them the next game, like because it was in the Monster Mash like War League season. If you remember that, like where we had like you could like switch players in different formats each week, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And like I played Order one week, and I'm like, let me get somebody else on my team on this. I mean, like I know it's gonna win next week, but I don't need to be the one to do this. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember my OEAO playing it at ScapeCon East, or whichever year it was, with like Raylan, Konkan, Ordo, Ashra. And it's just like the most degenerate thing ever. Where it's like, well, I either win or lose based on the matchup, and there's like no play whatsoever. You're either just dead or not.
Yeah, I mean, I like the Phantoms better because they at least have a little bit like more of a way to like make it a more dynamic game. But
yeah, I started with that. I think that Havocs are probably the better second half choice than Phantoms. I didn't really think of Havocs when I was going through it, but I had started with Phantoms for the second half and then worked my way back towards the front. Where I was like, well, if I do Phantoms, then I could have Phantoms Konkan, and then like what wants to go with Konkan.
I didn't realize all the theory of this, but it's like if you lose the front half, you'd rather like have your opponent close to your start zone, and if you like win the front half, you'd rather be closer to your own start. Basically, like it's always better to be closer to your own start zone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Maladrix is kind of not ideal because you end up like rushing someone's start zone. But I'd really like the Eradicators as the second half. Like the Eradicators as the second half, I think like Pouncing was like, oh, he was like hating on it as Eradicators the second half a little bit. He was like, oh, I think they're they can like blow people out. But I think it's the opposite, where like you want the Eradicators, they're like, you can play them as high variants or lower variants depending on what you need. Like you can play them as just melee if you're up, and you can play them ranged if you're down, which is really useful. Yeah,
it makes sense. I mean, even like here, if we trade evenly in the first half, if we get to the second half, you just have better stat. You just have one better stat than I do.
That's true. Yeah. That's because you're not using one of the powers on the Phantoms, I guess. Or you could use it, but the Ghost power is not quite as useful.
Yeah, I mean, I could. You just like if you're up, like you said, if you're up there, you're not gonna take those range shots. So.
Yeah.
Cool.
Interesting. Okay. One is on Maladrix. I have a Maladrix fit question for not this turn. Can Maladrix fit right here?
I'm pretty sure she can. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Seems reasonable. That's all. Yeah. I'm fine with that. I think so.
I just wanted to confirm that particular placement. The Ordos move 5, right?
Yes, move 5. Yeah, losing initiative would have been slightly better, but it's what it is. We're still going to get one order marker of ranged Ordo shots off at the end of the round.
But I think Maladrix could not fit like this, right? Because this would be where her legs are getting against the 2x.
Yeah, the full 2 height gap between the 2 and the 4 is going to be blocked. I think you might be able. There's a chance. I don't know about the bush itself. Like I think normally she could fit that direction there, but I don't know.
You just can't get there. You know, as it's not gonna move. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's 7 to spin because she can't spin her back like that.
Oh yeah. Good call. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. We'll just go like this here.
That's a pretty good Maladric spot in the short term.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. I did the bonding backwards here, by the way. I do this all the time, but it doesn't matter here because I'm just moving them.
I also do that backwards all the time. It's like the least intuitive thing for me about AoE units powers, I think.
I think, isn't it just Maladrix that has it this way? Or am I maybe...
Yeah, it's just, I mean, that's the only one I know of.
Yeah.
Frostlaws are
just
sane in the normal direction.
Yeah. I mean, it is convenient. I mean, Maladrix bonding is just different because you literally, like, the card, you just always put the order markers on Maladrix. You don't have to worry about, like, losing the turn or anything ever because it just moves to the other card.
Mm-hmm. Still could have been worded, though, where it was like, after taking a turn with Maladrix, you may.
Yes, yeah. 100%.
Yeah, like, definitely. I think that would have been stronger. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's better in general to hit like with your bigger bonding attack first, and then you can open up spots.
Cause she can kill stuff on height, and then you cover it with festering that move in. But
yeah.
Yeah, but next turn I get to attack things. Looking forward to that.
Yeah. That doesn't like me that you'll attack next turn. Alright, 2 is Maladrix, so I go with your little bugs first.
Yeah, now it's starting to matter more.
Okay, so this one goes... I've been doing like the... I kinda can't play without the little squares now that I've been like Escape kind of, people use the little wound markers to mark tiles, and like, I kind of just...
Oh, nice.
Especially for Maladrix, because you like have to move so many little things, you know? It's just like a lot of thinking that have it all in your head at once, and it like helps a lot to have it pre-marked. So he goes there. Like, I find this just is actually more clear than like repeatedly redoing and undoing all your moves, because you can like visualize the whole thing at once, basically.
Just plan out where you want to put all the dudes.
Yeah.
So it seems like Tanner's gonna engage a couple of my Ordo to where they don't get shots, which makes a lot of sense. We'll get at least one shot on Mal, depending on where she goes. So if Mal wants to come in and attack Concan here, that's gonna give us a heighted Ordo shot on her. If Mal instead takes the max height in the middle and waits to come in until the following turn, which is also a reasonable option, then we're gonna have one shot up at her if we take it. Yeah, we'll see. Definitely gonna take a, anytime we can take a height shot of Mal, we're
Okay,
going
I think
to.
I'll just do that. So this guy is going to right here. This guy is going to right here. This guy is going to right here. This guy is going to
Looks like Mal's
here.
gonna come in because he's blocking off the max height.
This guy is going to right here. And then I have this attack. Even. Attacking on that one.
Yep.
For 1. And then up on this guy here. For nothing. And then Maledrix in here. Attacking up for 2 on 4 on 5.
Well, that's a good way to start it off. Ow.
Still got it. Okay, 2 getting cock can in 1 turn is pretty good.
Yeah, that's up there. Damn. Okay. Well, that makes me spending all that time to set up that position looking a little bit foolish.
Yes.
Well, that one Ordo moves, and the other 2 stay where they are.
Okay.
We'll start with the one that moved, attacking down Maldrix.
Okay. She can block the 4 and 5. It's not cock can, but she can do it.
Another one. Oh, you're gonna be. I think I just have to do it and live with it. Alright, I'll attack the stupid little festering.
Yeah. You got it.
Well, that exchange of 4v5s went poorly for us.
Here is Maledrix.
On the plus side, Concan can't get chest bursted, so there's that. Yep, so it seems like his festering are going to come in on Skahen. That makes a lot of sense. The attacks a 2v5 into the Ordo aren't very good.
I'm gonna do that here, so I'm gonna move these 2 guys down to Skahen.
Okay.
I'm gonna move this guy right here to right here, and then this guy right here to right here. So, this little dude that can only attack him will attack him.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. This little guy is going to attack also on this one. For nothing, and then attacking on Skahen. For 1. And attacking on Skahen again. For 1. Okay. And then I just shrunk Maledrix. I need to spin her. She's gonna go like this.
A lot of people would like to shrink their Maldrix.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
For 0. And for 0.
I appreciate you evening out a little bit there.
You can only invest heroes, right? You can't invest the squads.
Correct. Yeah, I had to check it before the game too. I was a little bit scared.
Yeah.
Yeah, unique heroes too. In fact, not common heroes either. But yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't see any point in hedging with Scott in here at all. Like we either kill Maladrix and win, or we don't. And Scott's totally tied up anyways, so we're just gonna go all Ordo. If we win initiative, we have a chance to, do a lot of damage potentially. So, TBD. Okay.
What is Maladrix?
It is unfortunate. We need another turn of
There's
good
not
defense.
a lot of motion happening this stream, I guess. I guess the guys around Skahan could spin if they wanted to. Yeah, I don't really know what that would be doing for me. Okay, we're just gonna attack. We'll do the Skahan attacks first this time.
Sure.
For 1. Okay. Next one, Skahan for 2. Okay. We'll do the guy who can only attack this one over here first. For 2. And then up on the same ordo again for 2. Alright, so 1. Nice.
This is the front guy, right?
Yeah, the front one, yeah.
Okay. Get him ready.
And Maladrix will attack the one with the wound for 1. And then attack him again. We got it.
Oof. Okay. So, question here is just, do we try to kill Mal? If we do kill Mal, they can get even on us with FHGs, but I think we just have to live with that. Yeah, we gotta get Mal. Okay, scoot that one forward and attack down on Mal twice.
Yep. Alright, 1 wound for Maladrix. 2 is Mal. We'll do this here. And this guy up to here. We'll leave the other guy where he's at. So with this one here attacking up on him for 2. Alright. We'll do this little bug onto the same one. For 1. Okay. And now 2 attacks on Skahan. Just 1. 4. Okay. And then Maladrix will go. She'll attack up on that guy. For 3. Okay. And then attacking up on the other Ordo. For 2. Okay. That's it.
Well, so far the 2 life has mattered for all of them. That's worth something.
That's kind of unlikely, yeah.
Actually, let me think which spot I'd rather be in here. I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay.
Well, let's see. Yeah, because you can. Move off. Yeah, I'll stay where I am. Attack Mel.
Alright. 3 is Mal. I'm up to here. We'll do the 2 shots on Mr. Bearman. For 1. Now even. For 2. Okay. And then we'll go on to scan here. For 1. Nice.
Do you get your Mal turn now or not?
I believe so. I mean, I guess we can read the rules here and see.
Double check. I'm not sure either.
It would be nice to have the Maledict's turn, but I guess you have no figures on the board. Play continues normally until one player's army 1 is eliminated.
Or until another player resigns.
After a player, yeah, it just said after an army is eliminated or resigned.
Because there are limitations on when I could resign. Like I couldn't have resigned right then if I had a whole nice Sky on, but I think it's just over.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, that yeah, you couldn't have resigned in that moment. You could have resigned when it was your order marker, which I guess.
Right. Yeah.
You still had your 3, and so you could have resigned even if the 3 had been like the order. You still could have resigned. Yeah, but it says when your army is eliminated. I mean, it's a little bit strange. I know the official Hero Escape rules are that the game ends, like you end your turn and then you end the game, if that makes sense, because that's why you don't just lose the game when your marker betrays you, because your opponent like gives it back to you at the end of their turn. But this says like when the figure is eliminated, so I don't think I get the Maledict's turn because it says when the army is eliminated. I think like immediately. Yeah, I mean that would be my reading of the rules. If you want to try to get them confirmed, I think it's to your advantage here that I don't get the Maledict's turn, but
Yeah, I would concur.
But I think the way the rules are written.
Small hope in my attempt to kill your double army with Phantom Knight.
I kind of like zoom in. I guess the real Eradicators, they look like different. I don't know.
Did I copy their? I mean, I could grab their own things.
They could be. I think they're different. I don't know what they are though. I'm like looking at the sculpts and I have no idea who these dudes are. I mean, they look kind of like the little head looks like an Eradicator. Maybe it's just different than the minis I have. I know there's like a ton of different Eradicators. Yeah, so I guess what I could have done is I could have declined the attacks with the bugs to try to move it and attack with Maledicts instead on Skahan. And then I could have had flat ground there. Guess we were learning the fine mechanics of this format.
It's a funky one. Y'all came up with a pretty original one.
This is not me. I was not involved in this. It's like it's interesting. I don't know. There's parts of it that I like, parts of it that I don't.
Mm-hmm. Well, our plan is to kill Maledicts in 3 attacks of 4v5. It's not a good plan, but it's our plan. Alright, I'm gonna choose to go first.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, we could ship in. There's like some tiny argument for just shipping in one. It's not a good argument, I don't think. You can back up to there and just chill. Right. That one to there. That one to there. That one to there. These two have to go on Mel. Ugh. I'm gonna go for that one. So my thinking there is that I couldn't have killed Mal that turn no matter what. And I'm trying to open up more possibilities to have height on Mal in the future. And if I take out the festering next turn as well.
No, you can't do that yet though.
So that festering is probably going to slide back to cover that spot. Yeah, makes sense.
An attack on that guy for 2. These little guys in the sword zone will attack here. Attack up here. Okay. No Maledicts, I'll slide forward one.
Okay.
And she will attack on this guy right here first, although I don't think it really matters. For 1. Attack him again. For 1 again. Okay, that's it.
So I'm not thrilled about this, but I can't. If I kill that festering and haven't blocked the spot off, Maledrix can take it. So we're gonna have to move 1 PK up even ground to prevent that from happening. Just moving that one. We'll start with him attacking the festering.
The block knights.
1 attack down on Mel. I'm gonna go for this festering again.
Yep. It was Maledrix. I'm gonna go with the little bugs again. We'll attack on this guy here. For 1. Attack here. For 1 again. Okay. Now Maledrix will go to attack on that guy right there. 2. And again. For 2. That's it.
Go ahead and fly 1. We'll just do that 1 move.
Yeah.
I'll start with that attack. I'm gonna attack that bug. Well, and you have. Let me see. You have 3 still. I am gonna attack that bug.
Okay.
the other bug. So my thought process once again there is I wasn't going to get Mal, and I'm trying to limit his attack activations.
3 is Maladrix.
And if I had like done a lot of, well, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if that's right or not. But
I'm just gonna double disengage and go up to here. I should have just done that before, but I'm doing it now. I guess it's actually a triple because she also leaves engagement from this guy while she's walking there. I realized that as I was doing it. So you get one more.
yep, I didn't. Well, that's. I'll take the 3 for 3.
Backing down on the front guy. Attacking him again. Okay.
Well, it's not impossible now. If we win initiative here, we can potentially make him trade Maladrix for just the 2 PKs. Which, I mean, gives us some semblance of a shot. I assume he'll just run Eradicators out. The interesting question is, does he put 1 order marker on Maladrix here or not? I think he should. Yeah, I think he should. Yeah, I think this is correct for him, for sure. I was hoping he wouldn't do it, but...
Okay, that's it.
Move a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can live with that outcome. We know you don't have anything on Mal. Sure. I'll do the even ground attack first.
Okay.
And then you have height twice.
Okay. Oh, well.
Well.
You got her.
Okay.
Alright. 2 is Havix. I think we're gonna set up like that for no shots.
Okay. So I messed... Yeah, so I messed up here. Basically, I can't get this Phantom Knight to where I want him to be. I should have used him last turn. If I used this Phantom Knight last turn, I could have done what I want to do here is have all the max height, not let Havoc get to max height anymore. Actually, I guess the Havoc can't get to there anyways. Never mind, it's fine. I'm not going to get punished for it. Okay, these 2 that are here are going to hop over to these max heights here, and then that one's going to roll him a little self up to there. And that is it. So our hope is to just get an initiative switch. You know, he comes in, he misses some 4v5s. We get an initiative switch, and we get a bunch of kills. That's really the only play we can go for here. What we can't do is we can't let Havoc get to that max height, though. So we have to block it off. Because if Havocs get to that max height, they can sit there being up on points the whole time, and then we have to take 3v5s, and they get 5v4s back into us. Oh, yes. Yes, Sam. Things are going well for me. That's correct. Maladric's one-shotting Concan to start the game was not the opening that we were looking for. If ever a sarcasm sign was not needed, I think that one could have been it.
We're just gonna move those three right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's it.
Okay. Okay. So the question here is, how big of risks do we take? We could fly over basically one option, or two options here: either go in and give him height if he wins the initiative, basically risk everything for the initiative switch, or fly over top of him, going for his start zone, which denies him having height on us, but lets his Havocs reach max height. It's interesting. The flip side is if I kill a few of the other ones and then then I have the start zone ones opened back. Yeah, we're gonna go for the initiative switch play. I think that we need that bit of good luck to go on our side. We have 6 PKs versus 9 Havocs, so yeah, I'm gonna go for that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. Time to get an initiative switch. Hopefully. That one first.
Yep. Big hit.
That one next. Well.
Not bad. Alright, not bad.
So if we win initiative, we're just gonna get away from height here. We just go for the start zone, basically. Yeah, we just go for the start zone. We fly around to the far side, like around to the other side of them, and then hit the start zone. I'm gonna figure out a way to draw on my screen. That is a goal for a future stream, so that I can highlight the spots that I'm thinking about going to. I looked it up, looked one up already. It looked reasonable. I will be adding that of it soon, hopefully.
Alright. One is on.
That risk could have gone better. That risk could have gone better.
Here.
We are going to get eradicated.
Else is gonna move, so he'll attack right there.
Yep.
Alright. This one will attack right here, 5 on 4. Okay. And then this one will attack right here, 5 on 4. Triple 3 is pretty good.
Yeah, part one of my plan was me getting those kills. Part two of my plan was initiative, and we failed at part two of the plan. It would seem. Right, I'm gonna do that and just sit there.
Okay.
So we're just trying to block height. We either give ourselves another shot and initiative switch this round and the next round, or he takes attacks up into us and we have a chance to block them and get height. Yeah, I thought about trying to get that one attack on the Havoc on height 3, but he was Veggie was going to be guaranteed an even ground attack back at him. Like, there was no way for me to block height and block him from the even ground attack. So I think it's better to just take max height. Okay, well, he's coming in. I mean, we get a shot. If we can block some 4v5s, then we get good attacks. And that's all there is for it. Okay. Time for battle.
Okay. This one's gonna attack here, 4 and 5. For 1. Alright, up on the same guy. For 2. And then the last one there. 2.
Oh,
Nice, that's it.
Almost a good outcome. Well, now our move got a lot more obvious. This one we don't have to think about. We'll start with that attack. Doesn't matter too much. I don't know if you've seen my dice or not.
Oh, sorry, I got that. Sorry, I was getting a text message there.
Oh,
okay,
no worries.
got it. Alright, he blocks.
Ever since the great lag of last year or the year before, whenever it is, I try to check after a few seconds just because.
It's much less common, but there's some times where now it still happens. Alright, 3 is eradicators. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Okay. So this guy from the start zone is going here.
Okay.
He's going to attack there for 4. 3. Okay. And then I'm going to attack up there for 4. Okay. That's it.
Well, my 3 is dead, and
Yeah.
we're gonna give Marku his chance at glory.
Okay. Totally fine. Yeah. It's not been the longest game here. Happy to keep
No.
playing it out.
I mean, Eradicators are going to kill him very quickly once he gets in there. 4v1s are not the...
One of his not more favorable matchups here.
No. It's a pretty bad one.
Alright.
4 stats are good.
Yeah.
At least that initiative we did want to lose. So there's that. Because he can't attack us yet. and we want to have the initiative. So we want to end the round coming into him. Which glyph is that? Oh, loading?
It's loaded.
Ah, that's a painful one. All right.
Yeah, I'm feeling some shots here.
I like it.
Yeah. I mean, it might not actually be the best move, but yeah. Maybe just play it the right way. I don't know. I feel like I maybe should just play the right way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Yeah, it's less interesting, but I'm just gonna make sure that 1, 2, 3,
it's
4, 5.
Pretty reasonable.
Yep. All right. I was trying to fun.
That's fair. That's fair. Where can you get to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That was the goal.
Gonna fly to that spot.
Okay.
So the only thought process here is to make sure that we're gonna be able to get an even ground attack on Havoc's next turn. So this gives me access to a lot of the plateau. He could back up still, but we'll see. Interestingly, he probably should back up here. So if he takes the 1 Havoc that's on the 3 hex and moves him up, well, this works too. Then he backs up to there. Oh, okay. I think that's wrong. I think that one should have went too. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I could have got to that spot too. Yeah, now that one comes up. Yep, this makes sense. I counted it wrong. I didn't even notice that I could have gotten height on that 1 Havoc. So yeah, this makes sense. And then you should just take the 3 hex. That's the single spot, 3 hex. And then we come in with Marku and hope to survive. It's not a good survival strategy, but that's what we got.
Alright, so you're gonna move, so I haven't moved anybody yet here. Because that was last turn. Okay. So this guy's gonna go here. This guy's gonna go here, and this guy's gonna go here. 1, 2. Instead, this guy's gonna go here. Oh wait, but then that leaves the height attack open. I think I'm getting too fancy with it here. I'm just gonna go there. And I'm gonna go here. And I'm gonna go here. Okay. That's it.
I thought you were gonna give me a 4 hex there for a minute.
Yeah, no, I was going a little. I was doing way too much with that.
Ooh. Well, you're gonna get. It wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, probably not. This is the best to put him in.
Time to line up the firing squad on poor Marku.
Yeah, I'll drop him right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. 3 is Havoc's. 1, 2, 3.
This is gonna hurt. I'm sorry, Marku. I'm sorry. This is gonna end poorly for you, my bud.
So I'll take 3 shots down on Marco. I'll just roll all 15 attack dice here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, pretty solid. I don't know if we can defend that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, I cannot. Minimum damage is 7 wounds. GG's. GG's.
Yeah. That was fun. Maldrix is really tough. She did a lot of work that game.
Yeah, her taking out. I mean, I need Concan to survive a couple turns, and he survived 0. So that's a problem.
Yeah, I did really expect you to open Skahan. I don't know if you considered that opening or what you typically do, because I didn't look at your prior games.
I've opened Skahan every. This is the first time I didn't open Skahan. I didn't want to. I thought that if I opened Skahan, I wasn't going to be able to do any mini wounds to Mal. I was going to end up take. I felt like I was going to take more Skahan into bugs. I also thought you were just. I thought you just had the advantage in the matchup, and the best shot I had to win the game was for Ordo on height with Concan to take out Mal quickly.
Yeah, that's fair.
And if I leave the Ordo in the start zone, I'm never like. Yeah, if I leave the, I don't know. I thought if I could give myself like 2 turns of attacks of 5, of like from Ordo into Mal, that was my best shot to pull it out.
Yeah. No, I mean, I honestly considered like a Zen Yuan opener because I was like so strongly thinking you were gonna open Skahan, and I was like, oh, Zen Yuan can just duel just like the Skahan out in the field. And then, I have Maladrix, like, saved for later for once I kill her, and, I can risk no wounds on Maladrix. And, like, yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense. I mean, like, if Skahan is the opener, I think it's, like, my strategy in that case is I'm, like, sending the bugs after Skahan, and then I'm just charging Maladrix at your, like, bears. I think it's so likely that if you do that, I'm going to kill a bear before you get to like get your triple attack of 4.
Well, the other thing I would have done if it wasn't going to open, it wasn't pure Skahan. I was thinking about doing 1-2x Skahan 3 on Ordo, just hoping that you like charged in. But then if you do the other, I don't know. Yeah, I just also felt like, I don't know. Yeah. Concan getting one shot is pretty much the end of my chances, though.
In my head, it was like, oh, your build seems solid, but I think in practice here, that this was a favorable matchup for me pretty heavily on both halves of it.
Yeah, the fact that the second half is in your favor too leans me more towards the hope Ordo just get Mal.
It's a little weird. I mean, I think you do get the first strike like you did here, and you can play for that first strike, but it's like mildly, and the second half is like. I mean, I guess it's just so explicitly in my favor. There's sort of like no gameplay that you can do to steer it back in your favor.
Yeah.
I just have more attack die than you do, and there's like not much you can do about that. You have the minor first strike advantage because you have flying, but like after the first strike happens, just one attack die up the rest of the game, and
I mean, my army is really designed for needing Concan to survive till the second half.
Yeah.
Especially into like your stuff. Like, if Concan survives, then I'm up on points, and I can do something silly like Concan PKs, and you have to come in.
Yeah, if you like win the first half, then yes, yeah. I don't know. I'm so anti like making your army for the to share between the halves. I think that basically all the armies that try to do that are like not as because it's just like. You don't want to play for when you're already up, right? If that makes sense, because if you already win the first half, you're already you think about the scenario of you win the game because you win the second half, right? And so I think you want to play for if you're down, right? Like what are you gonna do if you're not winning? Like if you're already up, you don't need any more advantages. You're like, okay, I'll figure it out from here, But if you're down, then you need. So I feel like you want to build your army as like a comeback, which is what I really like about the Eradicators, is that they have this comeback mechanism. I mean, I guess I've won, the only games I've won are the games I've won the first half. The one game I lost the first half, and I shot with the Eradicators a lot, and it did not pan out. But I feel like it was still the right move, and it gave me a chance.
Yeah. No, I mean, Eradicators are good. 4-4, they're. I mean, a lot of them made the playoffs for a reason. They were a good call.
Just that they tap out the points perfectly, if that makes sense. They're literally full. I think it's 270. They spend the full 270, which is just very good to spend the entire point total. But I mean, I do think Doc was kind of hitting on the Maladrix pick a little bit. I don't think Maladrix is good in this format, and I think Maladrix is quite. I get that he's oh, Maladrix not normally your whole army, but I think that's good. I think Maladrix is a whole army on her own. The little 5 bugs, and Maladrix is sufficient as a whole.
I think the biggest thing, if it was 50 points less, she'd be better. Just that she'd be better because the filler isn't. She'd rather just be closer to it.
The reality, we're raising her cost by 30 points, right? So it's that's it's fine that I get this little guy that's 50 points. That's
true.
For the most
part, it's fair. You're still getting such an undercosted thing that. Yeah, that's fair.
I think it's undercosted exhausted, but I think also good for this format just by the approximate cost of it, because it's just like, I think actually filling all your points in this like one thing, like just having all your points being Maledrix in these $5 is actually quite good, just because it's like good to have everything in one little concept.
One thing from all the Gen Con play I did too was like I feel like just open charging Mal is just really good in a lot of situations.
Yeah, 100%. It's just so much dice that people can't deal with. Like, she can just take over the board faster than anything else can.
And when you when you lose initiative in round 1, and like if you get the switch from round 1 to round 2, it's just so many dice between her and the FHGs. Like back to back turns of that is just nuts.
Yeah, it can be so difficult to come back from like that. It's just like that one tide. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much how it went down in this game here. Like, I got the initiative switch in round 2, and that was, I mean, I guess, it was a little bit that I killed, like, Concan on literally the second turn of the game, but...
Yeah, but if you kill him on Order Marker 3 instead and get the switch, it's the same... Well, yeah. I mean, I have a chance to do some more wounds to her. Like, I have 2 attacks of 5 instead of 2 attacks of 4. I don't think it would have changed, like, anything in practice with this game. I get a couple better attacks off, but, like... I mean, if you get that switch, you're still in pretty good shape. Because you blocked one of the,
Yeah.
I did end up getting 3 attacks into Mal, I feel like, but it would have been less if Concan had survived because you'd engaged the dudes on the flanks with Honor Guard.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I wasn't gonna get the 3 shots on Mal or anything, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Mal's good. Mal's good.
I think so too. Yeah. Well, fun game. It all worked out well with your cardio contract that you did. It was a good time working with them.
Yeah, actually, hang on 1 second.